Good afternoon, esteemed chairs, to our vice chairs, our ranking, and the members of our Judiciary Committee. I am State Representative Eilish Collins, Maine, serving the 146, which is comprised of downtown Stamford, the South End, Harbor Point, and Chapin. I'm here to testify today in support of SB 260, a bill to enhance penalties for unlawfully permitting a dog to roam at large. I'm here on behalf of my constituents in a very densely populated district with over 60 tall residential buildings and residential neighborhoods with lots of dogs and lots of dog owners. And I'm also testifying on behalf of one constituent in particular who experienced a tragic and traumatic event as a result of a roaming dog. And I will be brief, we've submitted testimony. My constituent, Deborah, is an elderly woman. She's 75 years old, she's about 5 feet tall, and she was walking her 10-pound Cavalier, Lacey, in her neighborhood. They encountered a roaming off-leash 150-pound dog, a cane corso. The dog attacked Lacey, and Lacey was mauled to death right in front of Deborah. This, according to the animal control, the attacked dog owner had come to their attention in other prior incidences. The current fines and consequences do not appear to be sufficient deterrent to enforce existing no roaming laws. As of course you can imagine, the aftermath for Deborah has been significant mental trauma and now does weekly therapy with a trauma specialist. The tragic event has caused her to experience loneliness, loss of emotional fulfillment, fear, and the companionship of her dog, Lacey. So to summarize, this bill that we like to refer to as Lacey's Law creates stiffer fines and consequences for dog owners who routinely allow their dogs to roam. It is intended for owners who know that their dog has a vicious propensity and owners who intentionally and recklessly let their dog roam. I want to point out what this bill is not, and I think that's what I can contribute to the conversation. It's not a bill designed to penalize those who do follow leash laws routinely. And it's not meant to be punitive for a situation like accidentally leaving your garage door open while getting the kids out of the car, only to have your dog run off and potentially display aggressive behavior. And to that last point, this bill came up last year, and it passed the Senate, and then it came to a vote for the House chamber late in the last session, only to die in a discussion and some confusion about this last clearly accidental scenario in the debate about the merits of the bill. So in summary and in closing, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. I urge passage of this bill, and I will answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you. And for your first time, you did great. Representative Fazino? No? Yes?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I know that we, thank you, Mr. Chair. And Representative Collins-Maine, thanks for being with us this afternoon. So I know that we addressed this last year. Any difference in your proposed language this year versus last year?
Thank you so much for that question. Yes. The way this bill is written this year, it is much more clear about what the difference is between roaming and being unleashed, and that this is also about repeat offenders as opposed to haphazard accidents, and about owners that have dogs with these proclivities for aggression. So that really is where the debate broke down in terms of just what was the difference between leashing and a roaming dog.
So for proclivities of aggression, is that just one prior instance of aggression? Is that multiple prior instances of aggression? What's the threshold?
That's a great question. Thank you for it. So what this bill does is it increases the fines for what happens when a roaming off-leash dog is in an aggressive situation. So the first offense is $350. The second offense is $500. The third offense is now a misdemeanor, a Category C misdemeanor. And if another event happens within a year of the prior third event, then the owner is subject to a $1,000 fine and even 6 months in jail. So it does look to enforce these no roaming laws in a way that's more aggressive than the current laws.
And the standard for imposing those fines is an intentional or reckless standard, not just a negligence or an inadvertent standard.
Correct. And the animal control officer is involved in how that gets done.
Got it. Thank you, Representative Collins-Main.
Thank you so much, Rep. Fazzino.
Thank you,